My name is Jennifer Hayes, and I'm 38 years old. This Christmas, my family forced my 16-year-old daughter to spend the holiday completely alone in an empty house. I'm an ER nurse. Christmas Eve, I was pulling a double shift. 16 hours straight in the emergency room, dealing with holiday accidents, heart attacks, you name it. My parents host Christmas dinner every single year. Huge family gathering, 20-plus people, aunts, uncles, cousins, the whole nine yards. My daughter Emma was pumped. She bought presents for everyone. Baked chocolate chip cookies from scratch. Wore her brand new ugly Christmas sweater. I dropped her off at my folks' house at 4 p.m. right before my shift. Have a blast, sweetie. I'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Take tons of pictures for me, okay? She hugged me tight.
Love you, Mom.
Don't work yourself to death tonight. I thought she'd have the best Christmas ever. I was dead wrong. At 8:00 p.m., right in the middle of treating a car accident victim, my phone buzzed. A text from Emma. Mom, they said there's no room for me at the table. Grandma told me I have to go home. I'm driving back now. My heart dropped.
Norm.
There were literally 20 people crammed in that house. How on earth was there no space for my kid? I called her the second I had a free moment. She picked up crying. Mom, I don't get it. Everyone else is sitting down for dinner. Grandma pulled me aside and said they didn't set a place for me. That it's adults only this year. Adults only? Emma, you're 16. Your family. What about the other kids? There are no other kids this year. All my cousins are in college or older now. Aunt Rachel's twins are here, but they're 19. My blood was boiling. Where's your grandfather? Where's Aunt Lisa? They're all just sitting there. Nobody said anything when Grandma told me to leave. Dad's sister just looked at me and shrugged. Wait, Dad's sister. My sister Sarah. Sarah was there. Yeah, she brought her new boyfriend. He's sitting in what it hot was my seat. I couldn't breathe. My own sister, my own parents. They kicked out my daughter on Christmas so Sarah's new boyfriend could have a chair. Emma, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. Drive carefully, okay? I'll be home as soon as my shift ends. Mom, it's Christmas. I'm going to be alone all night in an empty house. Her voice broke me heart. I know, baby. I'm so sorry. Lock the doors. Order whatever you want for dinner. I'll make this right. I promise. I hung up and finished my shift in autopilot. Fury keeping me going. At 6:00 a.m. Christmas morning, my shift finally ended. I was exhausted, furious, done. I didn't go home. I drove straight to my parents' house, walked right up to their front door, and taped an envelope to it. Then I left. 2 hours later, my phone started blowing up. My mom, my dad, my sister Sarah, all calling, all screaming. I didn't answer a single one. Before I tell you what was in that envelope, what happened when my parents read it, and how my family reacted when they realized what they'd lost, please hit that like button and subscribe, and let me know in the comments where you're watching from. USA, UK, Canada. I want to hear from all of you. Now let me take you back to the beginning to understand why my family thought they could treat my daughter like garbage. Growing up, I was always the responsible one, the good daughter, the one who became a nurse, worked crazy hours, never complained. My sister Sarah, total opposite. She bounced from job to job, boyfriend to boyfriend. Drama followed her everywhere. But somehow she was the favorite. Mom and Dad always made excuses for her. Sarah's still finding herself. Sarah's going through a rough patch. Sarah needs our support right now. Meanwhile, I was raising Emma alone after my husband walked out when she was 2. Working 60-hour weeks, paying my own bills, never asking for help. Did my parents throw me a parade?
Nope.
It was expected. When Emma was born, my parents were thrilled. First grandkid, they promised to be there for us. And for a while, they were. Babysitting, birthday parties, school events. But then Sarah started having problems. Money troubles, relationship drama, and suddenly everything became about her. Emma noticed. Even as a little kid, she'd ask, how come Grandma and Grandpa don't come to my dance recital anymore? They're busy helping Aunt Sarah, sweetie. But they came to her new boyfriend's birthday party. I had no good answer for that. Over the years, it get worse. Emma would get overlooked, forgotten, pushed aside whenever Sarah needed attention. But this Christmas, this was a whole new level of messed up. Let me tell you what led up to that night. 3 weeks before Christmas, my mom called. Jennifer, we're doing Christmas dinner at our place as usual. You're working the bar that night, right? Yeah, double shift. But Emma will be there. Oh, well, that's fine. Sarah's bringing her new boyfriend, Marcus. We're so excited to meet him. That's great, Mom. Emma's really looking forward to it, too. She's already bought gifts for everyone. It's okay. Well, we'll see you both soon. Something felt off about that conversation, but I shrugged it off. 2 days before Christmas, Sarah called me. Hey, Jen, just a heads up. Mom and Dad are making Christmas dinner really fancy this year. Like, sit-down formal dinner party vibes. Okay. Emma will be fine. She knows how to behave. I know. I just thought you should know it's going to be more of an adult thing this year. Sarah, Emma's 16. She's practically an adult. Sure.
I'm just saying.
I should have seen the red flags, but I was drowning in holiday or shifts. I didn't have time to decode Sarah's cryptic warnings. Christmas Eve arrived. I got out of the hospital at noon for my double shift. Emma and I had opened presents that morning. Just the two of us. Hot chocolate, Christmas music. It was perfect. I'm going to miss you tonight, Mom. I know, baby. But you'll have fun with the family. Eat way too much turkey. Play games with the cousins. Most of my cousins aren't coming this year. It'll probably just be me and Aunt Sarah and her new boyfriend. Well, Grandma and Grandpa will be thrilled to have you there. Go have fun. Text me pictures. She smiled, grabbed her bag off presents, and off she went. I got to work. The ER was absolute chaos. Heart attacks, car crashes, kids who ate too much candy and got sick. The usual holiday mayhem. Around 8 p.m., things finally slowed down. I checked my phone during a break. That's when I saw Emma's text. Mom, they said there's no room for me at the table. Grandma told me I have to go home. I'm driving back now. I read it 3 times. My brain couldn't process it. I called her immediately. Emma, what happened? She was crying so hard, she could barely talk. I got there at 5. Everyone was already here. Aunt Sarah introduced me to Marcus. He seemed nice. I helped Grandma set the table. Okay. And then what? Then Grandma finished counting chairs. She looked at me and said, Oh, Emma, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. We miscounted. There's no extra seat for you. It's adults only tonight. She said. What? I thought she was joking. But she wasn't. She pointed to Marcus sitting at the table and said, He's our guest. That I'd understand when I'm older. I was seeing red. Where was Grandpa during this? Just sitting there. He said, And sorry, kiddo. Maybe next year. And Sarah, she didn't even look at me. Just sat down next to Marcus and started talking about wine or something. My daughter, my 16-year-old daughter, kicked out on Christmas because my sister's flavor of the month boyfriend needed a chair. Emma, I'm so sorry. Are you home now? Yeah. The house eyes dark, cold. I turned on the Christmas tree lights, but it's just me. I could hear her trying not to cry. Order a pizza. Watch whatever you want on TV, that I'll be home the second my shift ends. Ipromise. Okay.
Love you, Mom.
Love you too, baby. I finished my shift running in pure rage. By 6 a.m. Christmas morning, I was done. I drove straight to my parents' house. Everyone's cars were still there. They'd all stayed overnight.
Perfect.
I pulled out the envelope I'd prepared, walked up to the front door, taped it right in the middle where they couldn't miss it. Then I got back in my car and left. At 8:00 a.m., my phone started ringing. Mom, Dad, Sarah, over and over. I declined every single call. Finally, a voicemail from me mom. She was screaming, Jennifer, how dare you? How dare you do this to us on Christmas? Call me back right now. The nun from my dad. Jennifer, this is completely unacceptable. We need to talk about this immediately. And Sarah. Oh, Sarah. Jen, what the hell? You're being totally unreasonable. Call me back. I deleted every voicemail. Blocked all their numbers. Emma looked at me when I got home. Mom, what did you do? What I should have done a long time ago. You want to know what was in that envelope? A letter typed clear. No emotion. Just facts to Mom, Dad, and Sarah. Last night, you told my 16-year-old daughter there was no room for her at Christmas dinner. You chose Sarah's new boyfriend, a man you just met, over your own granddaughter. Emma spent Christmas alone in an empty house while I worked a double shift saving lives in the ER. Let me make something very clear. That was the last time you will ever see or speak to Emma or me. Don't call. Don't text. Don't show up at her house. You made your choice. Now live with it. Also, since you clearly value guests over family, here's a gift. I'm canceling the check I write you every month. The $500 I've been sending to help with your mortgage.
Done.
You want to play favorites?
You can afford to.
Merry Christmas, Jennifer. My parents lost their minds. They showed up at my house 3 days later. I didn't answer the door. They sent my aunts and uncles to guilt trip me. Family is family, Jennifer. Yotsan just cut them off. I said, watch me. Sarah tried to apologize, sent a long text about how she didn't realize it was such a big deal. I blocked her. My mom cried to everyone that I was being cruel, heartless. But here's the thing. I gave them chance after chance. Years of overlooking how they treated Emma. Christmas was the final straw. You didn't kick a 16-year-old out on Christmas. You don't prioritize a stranger over your granddaughter. And if you do, you don't get to be surprised when there are consequences. Emma's doing great, by the way. She was hurt, angry, confused, but we got through it together. We started our own Christmas traditions. Just the two of us, sometimes her friends join. It's small, quiet, perfect. This year on Christmas Eve, Emma said something that made me tear up. Mom, I'm glad it's just us.
I'd need Grandma and Grandpa.
I have you. You'll always have me, baby, always. My parents still try to reach out. Birthdays, holidays, through other relatives. I don't respond. Some bridges once burned stay burned, and incompletely okay with that. Thank you, Somic, for listening to the end. If this story resonated with you, please smash that like button and subscribe, and let me know in the comments where you're watching from. USA, Canada, UK, Australia. Drop your location below. Remember, family isn't an excuse for disrespect. Your kids come first, always.
Take care.
I'll see you in the next.